What's going on, guys? This is Burrs. I want to talk to you today about the Streamlight TLR-1 Weaponlight. Now, I've been using this for a while. Now, this is something I really don't have to worry about. This has been through the ringer and it has come through every single time. It's waterproof, it's bright with 300 lumens, and the fact that you're probably going to need those lumens if you're using a weapon light. A lot of people will say you shouldn't go above probably like 200 lumens with a weapon light. When it comes to weapon lights though, the problem that you're going to come up with is this problem right here. You're going to have carbon and all kinds of buildup on your weapon light, and it's something I have to clean. Just wanted to show that for the example. But when it comes to that, you're going to need a little bit extra, lumens if you're not someone who cleans it very often, because you need it to get through that crap, all that carbon buildup and stuff from using it. Now, what this comes with is lots of different attachments for the inside here, where you connect it onto the rail, for the Glock style rail, for Picatinny, for the Beretta 92, Smith & Wesson 99, and the TSW gun rails. It has different connections in here for that. So it does come ready for you to basically attach it to pretty much anything that you're looking to attach it to on a pistol there. Now, this is a Glock 19. This is a rather small gun as far as it goes compared to other weapons like the 17 and the Smith & Wesson 9 and 45, etc., etc., 1911. So this light does look a little large on here, but I'll tell you what, I do like having this weapon light on here. A lot of people say, oh, this is too big. Well, I'll tell you what, if I'm in a situation where someone is in close vicinity to me, a lot of the problems that you're going to have with a semi-automatic gun is the fact of it going out of battery. If you have this pushed into someone, that's going to go out of battery, okay? Or if someone comes up on you. So the fact that I have this here, and if someone were to come up on me, I have that much, real estate before my gun's even going to go out of battery, okay? Which is part of the problem with semi-automatic handguns and very close quarters problems that you might come across. So that's one reason why I actually do like for my weapon light to protrude a little bit out the front. Does it have to protrude this much? Probably not, but for my usage, it doesn't really bother me. I have holsters for this gun, and like I said, it doesn't bother me. As far as the construction, this is really constructed well. It's constructed of aircraft grade aluminum, and it's anodized with this black finish. Like I said, it's waterproof, dustproof, and shockproof. And it's been extensively live fire tested, by me and by, quite frankly, Streamlight, because they want to put a light out there that works. And the fact that that lights work is when you see holster manufacturers. A lot of them do the TLR-1 mainly because a lot of people have them. This is a virtually indestructible weapon light. If you want a weapon light, you don't have to worry about, you don't have to think about. You put it on there, you make sure the batteries are good to go, and you're golden for the most part. I've had no problem with the actuation. As you can see here on this side, on the left hand side, down is momentary and up is on. And on the right hand side, down is on and up is momentary. So it's very easy as far as the operation, if you're out here to just push this down for momentary, or even to flip it up. Okay, you can use your you can use your support hand for that. Now, compared to some other ones like the Inforce APL, which I'm not a huge fan of because I can't do that. I can't get my hand on here and actuate it. I have to actually move a little bit more of my thumb. With my thumb here, I come down and I'm on, okay, I'm on that, or I flip it up. The APL pretty much makes it so that if you're like a right-hand shooter, you have to use this. You have to use your trigger finger, or you have to come out and in on that weapon light, which I don't like. I really enjoy this kind of toggle switch on the TLR-1 compared to some others on the market. I haven't had any problems with that at all. It's very convenient, and it's very consistent with the motion. It's a very smooth operation, okay? Very smooth on up and down, and making sure that you know what you're doing. Now, the one problem people say is, oh, you could just kind of bump this and turn it on. It's true, you do have to be aware that this is a live toggle, so to speak, and to make sure that you don't give yourself away or you don't do it accidentally, etc., etc. Now, as far as getting it on here, I actually don't really tighten mine down super much because, quite frankly, they don't need it. That's as easy as it is. A lot of people will say, oh, the APL is so easy to put on and off. Well, look what I just did. I just took this and put it on. I twist it. So what's the APL have over the Streamlight? Like, what? 10 seconds. And that's going to stay on there. I don't have problems with this coming off, you know, or you can take a quarter and kind of turn it a quarter turn, but you don't have to crank down on this this weapon light. A lot of people kind of overdo that to in my opinion. So here's the light itself, and let's go ahead and take a close-up of mine right here. Okay, as you can see here, you know, there's a lot going on. You can definitely see how dirty mine is, and I do have to clean it, which will probably be the next video I make. You can see that, you know, it's definitely very, you know, strong, very stout. And here's the inside part where you would connect it up. As you can see, GL for Glock for what we need there. You know, I really like mine a lot, and it's definitely, you know, withstood what I put it up to, which, you know, is what it is. Is it a lot? Probably not as much as some. You know, people who go out and shoot every single day, which I don't go out and shoot every single day. But, you know, it's held up to the classes I've had it through and, you know, all the training I've done. So as far as weight goes, you're looking at 4.18 ounces, and the length is 3.26 inches. So 3¼ inches long is what you're looking at. Now, the thing that you're going to notice when you get this is, you know, it might seem as though it's a little large, but it has to be large because of the batteries, the CR123 batteries that are in here. It has to be large to accommodate those two batteries. Now let's see how you actually take this, get the batteries. There's a little switch right here, and all you gotta do is move that up and over, and then you kind of push this up a little bit, and then it'll open up for your batteries. Now the batteries I like to use are actually the Streamlight batteries, because right here, made in the USA. So then you just put this back on, you kind of flip this back in like that, and flip this down on, and you didn't put the battery in the right way. So then you take it back apart and you flip it this way, and then you're gonna get it in the right way, and your light will work. So here's what the weapon light looks like on a wall. You can see that it has a relatively tight pattern to it. This is about 3 feet away from the wall. It has a great pattern, and as you draw out, it's obviously going to get larger. Let me go back to about 10 feet away. So at 10 feet away, you're looking at a good 5 feet of throw for this light, left to right. And you can see that it definitely, you know, has a good, nice center beam there, and definitely a nice circular diameter to the throw of the light. The one thing about this light that a lot of people don't talk about, and they say, oh, I need to get a strobe feature. It is nice to have a strobe feature where you can turn it on and it will always continuously strobe. But if you're using this light, the one thing you can do is actually you can strobe yourself very easily just by toggling doing the toggle up and down really quickly. And that's the one thing, you know, you can do without having to actually purchase any kind of model or anything that has the strobe feature. Now there are some comparable lights on the market. You have the Insight, you have the Surefire, you have the Enforce. There are comparable lights on the market. The Enforce to me is, you know, it needs some work, but the Streamlight to me is a well-rounded, you know, all the flaws that were initially with it a long time ago worked out, and this thing's been golden for years now. And this is really the go-to. And the one way you can see that is by when you go to purchase a holster, which ones do they have as the options? They have Streamlights and they have Surefires. Streamlight, Surefire. Okay, those two weapon light systems are the ones that you're going to want to go with for now, because you're going to be able to get stuff for them, you're going to be able to get holsters for them, and all the aftermarket stuff you want to go get is going to be available, because this is such, you know, in demand, and so many people have, you know, chosen this light as their, you know, weapon light. You know, that's the one you're going to go with. It's going to be difficult if you're one of the people who are looking for aftermarket stuff to buy an Enforce at the moment, and the fact that if you buy the Enforce, you're not going to get the performance that you're going to get out of this, in my opinion. So for me, it doesn't get much better than a Streamlight. I really like this light. It really has a great throw for the light. It's around 300 lumens, so you're going to get a decent amount of brightness coming out of this light. And like I said, it's built like a tank. It's going to last forever. Those are definitely qualities I look for when I purchase parts. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and let me know. If you guys own your Streamlight TLR-1, go ahead and put it in the comments, or better yet, make a video response. And until next time, later. Now this is a Glock 19. It's rather small. Well, that worked.